Hi everyone, today I'm showing you what I did with the items that I got from Shein. So I have this frame from Dollar Tree and I am just going to take it apart. And the corner was broken, so I'm just hot gluing it together. Actually, all three of the frames that I'm going to use for this DIY were broken. So just check that before you leave the shop. So this cushion is from Shein. And if you watched my haul, you will see that I bought 3 of them and I decided I didn't want to use them as cushions, so I am just tracing it around the glass where I want the design to show and then just cutting it out with some fabric scissors. But yeah, I was sick and I was past the time of getting a refund and sending them back, so I decided to DIY them. So this is just the backing and just using some Mod Podge to glue it down. If you want, you could paint it or you could use some foam board or something that is more smooth. I was just in a hurry to get these things done, so I'm just using the back. And then I'm just going to stick it down. I'm not going to Mod Podge the front because it's like this soft material. So then I'm just putting it back in the frame. You could put the glass back in if you want it to be more sturdy. So this Home Sweet Home sign I got from Amazon and I'll link it down below, and I'm just going to take the wee hangers out. And then I'm going to hot glue the home in the middle of this. You can use different glue if you want to. I'm taking off all the glue strings. And that's it. So I'm going to show you me doing the suite. I won't show you me doing the other home part. And just hot gluing that down as well. And they do have different colours of these cushions. And this is how it turned out. I had to have the camera this way around. But I like how it turned out. I probably should have used the foam board on the back. So if you make it, then you guys can make it better than I did. But this is the idea. And all the cushions, cushion covers on Shein are just a couple of dollars each. So this wee sun and moon and star wall decor was like $1.50, and you can get them on Amazon for like $15. So I'm just going to take it apart because I want to stain some of the pieces and I also want to add extra beads. And I'm using some Golden Oak gel stain by Varathane. I got it from Dollar Tree when it was only $1. And I'm just going to rub it on the sun and the stars. I'm going to leave the moons plain. You can of course use any colours that you like if you do buy this from Shein. I really like this golden oak colour actually. And sometimes using the gel is alright, but I definitely, next time when this is finished, I'm going to buy it just the normal stain and see how I get on with that. So I have some beads as well because I want to put some extra beads on this DIY. So I am just staining them with the same stain. And when I don't have a lot of beads to stain, and because this is gel, I just put it on a skewer. You just put a bit of painter's tape at the end so they don't fall off, and then I'm just rubbing the stain on. And if it's paint, you can do this for paint as well, or you can put it in a bag and put the beads in after, like with the stain, and then rub all the stain in and then take them out the bag and then wipe them off. So obviously I leave them to dry. And now I'm going to put it back together. Just hot glue in the end of the string that came with it. I actually really like this string. I don't know, it had like a coating on it or something. So what I did was I put a stained bead, then one of the beads that came with this in the middle, then another stained bead, and then I put the star back on. And then I'm going to do the same thing, a stained bead, the other bead, and then a stained bead, and then I'm going to put the moon back on. Also, the moons were the other way around, and I like when they're this way around. I don't know why. I think they look better like that. And then I put the sun back on, and then the beads again. And this would look nice with whatever colour you wanted to do, or if you wanted to do a different stain, it's up to you. Just make it your own. And then just put the star on. And I couldn't find the top bead that came with it until after I'd made the DIY, then I found it. And then just tying it at the top. And that's it. And this is how it turned out, and I think it looks as good as the ones on Amazon, but it was $1.50. I'm using the Waverly Plaster Chalk paint for this next DIY, and I got this wee cute watering can from Shein. And although it's the same colour as the plaster paint, it looks like plastic. So I wanted to just dab on the paint with this sponge brush that I think I got from Dollar Tree, and just give it some texture. Of course, you can do whatever colour you like. These are random. I can't remember how much it was, like $1 or something. And they have 3 colours and they send you a random colour, so I was lucky I got the colour that I wanted. So I just keep dabbing the paint all over. And this is just that easy DIY. But I thought I would show you guys it anyway. So I just gave it 1 coat of paint. That's all it really needed. So once I finished painting that, I just leave it to dry. And then this ribbon is from Dollar Tree, and I looked for it for years. And this was the only roll I could find of it, and it's almost finished. I'm so sad. I look for it every time I go to all the different Dollar Trees that I go to, and I can never find it. So all I did was measure it and then cut it. And then I cut a wee bit off so it could fit underneath the handle, and then I just hot glued it all the way around to cover up that rib part. And now I am burning off the wee hairs. I just filled it with some greenery. I was looking for some nice flowers in Dollar Tree, but like the ribbon, I never seem to find them. They're always so picked over by the time I get there. I'm using some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue for this next DIY. And this I got from Shein. Well, I got everything from Shein, but they sent it just in a bag by itself and it got broken. But it was the last one. I don't know if they've restocked it. And it was only about $3 or something. So I kept it because I knew I could fix it. So I am just gluing back together the broken pieces. I don't know why they just sent that alone in a bag and thought that it would get here okay. If it hadn't been the last one, I obviously would have sent it back for a new one. But it was the last one, so I had to keep it. So just gluing it all together and hold it in place. The glue doesn't take long to set. And then once it's dried, I'm just taking the hanger off. I have some wood filler, and I don't recommend this wood filler out the tube because it just doesn't want to squeeze out no matter how hard I try. So I'm just using a skewer to try and get some out of it. So I have to keep doing that and then filling up the wee gaps from where it broke. And I do that on both sides. It's so annoying, this. I don't know why it doesn't squeeze out the tube. Definitely wouldn't buy it. I'd buy it again, but not in tube form. Anyway, once it's dried, I just took some sandpaper and sanded it down. It says it's stainable. I know that with the darker stains it shows up, but the stain is like an orangey, similar colour to that, so I knew it'd be fine. You can hardly notice it. You'll see at the end of this. Well, this isn't the last DIY, but you'll see. So I just keep sanding it down, and then the bits that were in between, I just use the skewer just to get them out. Comes off pretty easily. And then I stained it with the golden oak gel stain. Oh, this is me staining it. I really like this stain actually. It turned out. I like how this one turned out. I definitely am going to use it more often. Oh, this is me showing you. You can't see, can hardly see. Once it's on the wall, nobody's going to notice. But yeah, I just wanted to show you because things might get broken, but you can easily fix them and still use them. I didn't want to take the tassels off because the way they were put on, they wouldn't have came off and went on properly. So now I have some half beads, some bigger ones and some smaller ones, and I will link them down below as well. And just put it on all these wee bits to make it a bit stronger because those are the bits that broke, and also for decoration. And then I put the bigger ones on the inside. And again, you can make things like this any colour that you like, your favourite colours. I just wanted to do some neutral, and you don't even have to do the half beads, and you could also put some scrapbook paper or something on the back for inside that middle circle, or even for the whole thing if you wanted to. That would look nice. And then you could always put a home sign or something. Whatever you want. Like, don't have to just do it like this. There's loads of different things that you can do with it. And then I'm just putting the hanger back on and then burning all the hairs off. And I thought about changing the tassels, but I'm just going to leave these ones. I'm just burning it all real quick. Just be careful when you're doing this part. It looks like I'm doing it so fast because it's 4 times the speed. And this is how it turned out, and I love how it turned out. I put it up in my bedroom. This last DIY is this tapestry that I got from Shein, and I didn't really like the outside of it, but I did like the sun part, and it was like $3. And you can get, I think you can get a smaller one. I think they had a couple of sizes. Anyway, I'm just cutting out the sun part, and I have some foam board, and I'm going to take some Mod Podge and stick it down, just slapping on the Mod Podge. You can use a different glue if you want to. I know that Mod Podge will stick it to the foam board. I just put it down and make sure you smooth it all out. You can do a neater cut if you want to first time, but I was filming and trying to be quick, so this looks a bit messy, but I do fix it up. So I just keep smoothing it out. And then I did do another layer of Mod Podge on the top, but I don't show it. And now it's dry, I'm just going to cut it out like a centimetre around the outside, because I need that space to stick on these cubes from Dollar Tree. I don't know how many there is, but I stained them and the beaded garland from Dollar Tree and with the Varathane gel stain, and then I used this Scotch glue. You can use hot glue if you want to, or some other kind of glue. That's just what I had on hand. And I'm just gluing these cubes on. I was going to call them beads there. Right on that line that you see going around the tapestry. I will glue on a few. I won't show you them all, and then I will do the rest off camera. And also you can stain the blocks any colour you want. If I'd had enough of the geometric beads, I would have put those on it, but I didn't want to buy another bag of them. Anyway, so once that all dried, I decided to attach some of the nautical rope from Dollar Tree to cover up. You see that bit of foam board at the back, and it also made the blocks more secure. So I'm just hot gluing that all around the outside. I won't show you me doing the whole thing either, just some of it. And this is at the end, I'm just snipping it off and then gluing it down. And once that's all stuck down, I took the lighter and burned all the wee hairs off. You can keep the hairs if you want to. Just be careful when you're doing this. And then I'm just going to attach the beads to the back with some hot glue and popsicle sticks. And then snipping off the extra string. And then I'm just going round the back of the rope with some hot glue just to reinforce it. And this is how it turned out. Don't look at my shelf. That's one of my shelves full of crafts that I've done. I have 2 of them. My craft room is full. Anyway, this is how it turned out. Love how it turned out. Let me know which one of these is your favourite, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!